Hey, I'm Pops. Throwback Thursday's rolling on. Yes, I know a second Throwback Thursday video. If you didn't catch Murder by Death, what are you waiting for? Catch that. And by the way, I was asked, I got a message. Yes, that is the General Cinemas intro. And that is the movie theater chain that is now defunct that I worked for when I was young in high school into college for a few years. That's the movie theater I worked for. So I refer to working in a movie theater and things like that. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. My light seems awfully, awfully hot. Let's turn that a little bit at an angle. The glare from this, the StreamYard has to get some dark mode. I mean, just switch. This is why I want to resort to StreamYard, Restream. Clue, 1985, parody, satire, mystery film, Murder by Death. Almost 10 years later or so, there we go. Oh my gosh. Can you not love just the fun of Clue, the board game coming? I love Clue, the board game, by the way. Love Clue, the board game. Not the most fun to play with because kind of have a knack for some deductive reasoning. However, let me say this. The movie is a blast. I love it. I love the fact that they have the silly and cheekiness elements all sort of mixed in with it. Obviously, Tim Curry as Wadsworth. Truly love everything about Tim Curry in this. There's so many lines that he plays up so well as the butler. I think he does a freaking amazing, amazing job. You can't really barely see her there in the back though, Miss Scarlett, Leslie Ann Warren, and she's like basically like she's running the prostitute house in Washington. You know, she's a perfect Miss Scarlett. Um, Madeline Kahn, Mrs. White, yes, Mrs. White. Um, I think it's great. I think she is the Black Widow, right? She's the one that's got multiple husbands, and all five died under all sorts of different circumstances and all that kind of thing. Christopher Lloyd, obviously Professor Plum. He's a disgraced psychiatrist sleeping with his whatever. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd, which is kind of weird because he doesn't come across as being that kind of guy. But yeah, there you go. Martin Mull, Colonel Mustard, war profiteer. He is pulling his stuff in there first, of course. Enjoy that so much. I think it's great. Michael McKean, of course, is Mr. Green, the State Department employee who turns out is also a closeted homosexual. And look at that. Eileen Brennan. That's right. Murder by Death. Clue, Mrs. Peacock. Gosh, I love it. So it's so great. The film has such an all-star cast and so much fun. Everyone brings it. Everyone pulls everything off. I think everyone does a great job. I love the fact that they pretty much did a good job of pulling all this together. Like John Landis is the one who came up with this concept. I was able to pitch it. We were able to sell it. Paramount ran with it. Deborah Hills is a great producer for these kinds of projects. I'm very happy that it sort of manifested in the way it did. And again, I was in high school. I remember seeing this. I remember watching it multiple times. I remember telling people that was not the same ending. Did it have a different ending? Didn't have the internet back then. Didn't know if there were multiple endings or not. Didn't know what was in theaters and what wasn't in theaters. It wasn't until much later that you find out that there actually are multiple endings, and not everybody saw, all of them. It's a fourth ending, right? There's also the ending where you have the Sherlock Holmes reference as well, right? I will say also that it it was one of those things too where this was the film one of the first films that I thought uh caught me off guard. Like I wasn't quite sure what was happening when you're seeing the multiple ending thing play out. Like you don't quite know, right? I love that. So when this dropped on VHS, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I did work with this playing in the background. In college, it was kind of like a regular thing for me. It was around, and then of course it got re-released on DVD and otherwise. Always loved it, and I actually love the music. This has some music and some songs and things like that I think are great. I would say that there's been moves to try to get a remake or another one done. Not such a big fan of that idea. Let it go. You guys did well. You have all your great moments. You have your secret passages, the kitchen, the cook. You have all the stuff working so well. Why mess it up? Why mess it up? Miss Scarlet did it. Miss Peacock did it. Mr. Green did it. Yeah, who cares? Have some fun. It's great. Um, I will say that it wasn't a box office thing. It didn't like take off or anything like that. Um, Yeah, no, it was fine. It didn't lose a ton of money, but it didn't make any money either. They probably count it as a break even, but I'm hoping that whatever residuals there are on all the back end media and stuff like that has made it pay off. Let me see if there's any other footage here that I want to get to. We can have a good time with. It's just the concept of the storytelling and the racing around. Look at the hijinks in that scene. I mean, screaming, "Is it or is it?" You know, it's just the over the top playing off one another is so good. I think this is when he finds. No, this is the set. It's just where he bangs into. Yeah, so that's right because the cook falls out of the cupboard. That's right. And who wants to be with whom is always part of the gags too when they have to split up, right? Um, yeah, Wadsworth. Oh, see this little bit of sound.
Miss Scarlet, who's helped many men along.
Oh, I love it.
Professor Plum, who's looking for.
That's right. They're slurping their soup as a gag. Yeah, Yvette. Yeah, that's played up for gag. Oh, Miss Peacock.
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, but I
have no idea what we're doing here. I bet you don't. Bet you don't. Oh yes, Wadsworth running around. Oh, it's good.
Butler, do it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Oh, Tim Curry, such an underrated performer. So yeah, zany, silly goofiness. That's right. They should tell you in the Instagram. Oh, Miss Peacock.
In the movie that makes us see.
That's so good. So much fun. Okay, so listen, I don't know. Do you like Clue? Do you like Murder, She Wrote? Do you like Murder by Death? Do you love mystery, comedy, spoof? What do you like? What do you like? I'm game, man. I love a good mystery film. I love good comedy. I love fun. I love all of that. So this was one of those. I don't know if you've watched them, if you watched them recently or not. I almost felt like I kind of want to do like one video with both. And it was like, I'll do one video, but then I do two videos. So I don't know. You got two. I don't want to tell you. I shared a little bit of the clip because I was able to get it to work. We'll see what kind of copyright nonsense we got. We're going to let her fly, see what's going on. Thank you so much for watching. Throw me those recommendations. I got a few of them. I'm trying to get through some of these movies and stuff like that. Had stuff that's popped up that's messed up my normal routine. But listen, on we go. On we go. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Pop.